Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane toys, not DC Multiverse. Apparently it's DC Direct, I don't get it. Superman, in their digital format. What the... I'm not starting it over. This guy is probably the best Superman they've released, and it is not bad. It's not very good, but it is not very bad, and there's some stuff that's actually quite nice. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand again, and... Alright, so before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It is the ugliest packaging ever, I think. These digital packages are just terrible. And the whole digital thing makes no sense at all. I have no idea what Todd's doing. If anybody can enlighten me, that would be fine. This is Superman from DC, the Silver Age. I don't understand that either. I know what Silver Age means, but does DC own it now? Is that like a specific thing? I don't get it. There's some artwork that shows you what he should look like. That's pretty cool. We don't have that. It's not that. It's something different. Alright. Crap package. Let's move on to the figure. This guy is not available at Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if they ever were. I wasn't able to get these in any capacity. My brother happened to get some on the McFarlane website, so I'm reviewing his. He stands roughly, we'll call it 19 to the top of the head with a little bit of hair floof. That's going to make him just about 7.5, we'll say, plus a little bit of hair floof. Alright, so here he is up against a Marvel Legends figure, way out of scale. They definitely don't mix. Now, let's do a question of the day. Which color scheme for Superman is your favorite? For me, I'm kind of partial to the darker blue, but I have to say, like, not this exact color scheme because it's a little bit off. I do like this one, the classic, quintessential medium blue. I'm all right with that, for sure. This guy has a little bit too much yellow in his blue, but it's pretty close. So let's get into it. Aesthetically speaking, best Superman they've released, I think. It does have a very soft sculpt, which I want to refer back to this. In the comics, you can see their muscles and things. On McFarlane action figures, they look like they're made out of marshmallows. You don't have any definition in any muscle group, other than that it exists. It's so much lacking that it doesn't really look like a superhero. Like, obviously it does, but you know what I mean. It doesn't have that comic look at all. No muscles to speak of. No individual groups. So that blows. Color scheme, like I said, it's a little bit off. The red's a little bit too bright. The blue is a little bit too yellow. The S logo is decent. The black line is pretty darn heavy, though, so that makes it look strange. Head sculpt. I'll give you the head sculpt. That's a pretty good one. He's making kind of a weird face. And it's kind of a weird head sculpt, but it's okay. It's a little bit less square-jawed than the artwork. It's big-jawed. He's got a giant chin and jaw, but not a real square one. The blue hair, though, does look nice. I'll give that to him, too. Alright, and then we have the wrists, which are an abomination to all things Superman. What is that? Does he have some kind of tumor going on? No. No, the wrists are wrinkly like clothing. Paint them the same color as the suit. Plus, the suit goes all the way down to the hand. Did you not look at the reference material? So now his suit doesn't fit, and he has tumors on his wrists. What the heck is going on here? That's really weird. It's out of focus. The belt is painted on. They technically have the little loops there that are sculpted, so that's okay, but the paint job is abysmal, so that's a thing. The cape is actually decent. We have the logo on the back, and it's a decent material. We'll talk about the rest in the articulation section. So, silhouette on this guy is not bad. The specifics are not good. The other problem is, foreign aesthetics, like this is an articulation thing, but if you want to raise his shoulders up to where superhero shoulders are, like that, his arms don't go down any farther. So in order to get his arms down, you have to do this, which gives him the droopy shoulder thing. So everybody's happy Todd's losing the license. I'm indifferent. Just as a side note, I don't think Mattel's going to do any better. But this is not good, so I don't care. I don't care at all that Todd's losing the license. I wish he just did a better job. Also, could these joints be thicker? Holy crap. Those feel like Palmer nylon. I think they're nylon. They don't need to be that thick. Why are they that thick? Is it supposed to help the sculpt? I think it looks worse. Anyway, it doesn't look very good. It looks good for being a McFarlane Superman figure, so I'll give it a 7. But it's still dopey as hell. And if you're into Superman, it'll be fine. But it doesn't have any muscle definition at all. And the wrists are so goofy looking. Oh, I should mention this, I guess, before the articulation. The cape is done phenomenally well the way it connects. That's the best Superman cape I've ever seen. At least at this scale. The way that connects into the suit, the way it's supposed to, is phenomenal. And it's wired, so that's awesome. That's why I was going to save it for articulation, but that's really, really well done. So kudos to them for that. Now, as far as accessories go, you get the 2 fist hands. You get some open hands, which I think are a new sculpt because they're big and not tiny little hands, so that's nice. Then you get the McFarlane digital display stand. What is this? It doesn't say super... Who the hell is going to put this on their shelf? McFarlane's marketing team? What is this? Who wants McFarlane Toys Digital on their shelf? That's not digital, by the way. The shelf is real life. The action figure's real life. Why do we have a digital logo? It's the dumbest thing. Actually the dumbest. And then you get the card that I've already shown you. So I'll say 1 out of 10 for accessories because you get the hands. Okay, let's talk about the articulation. I will start with the cape. Not only does it look wonderful, it's a nice robust wire in the cape that works very well. It's not quite long enough, honestly. It doesn't go quite to the end of the cape. On this side it's better. On this side it's quite short. I guess it's not too bad, depending on how you have it posed, I suppose. But that is a wonderful wired cape. That's how I would pose him, exactly. Just standing there like that. I'm not a Superman fan, by the way. I'm a Batman guy, so I would pose Superman something like this. So the wire is nice. I will say, okay, so after handling it a little bit more, it rotates in here. So when you bend it, it works, but it will rotate. I can't fault him too much. That's still a pretty darn good cape. That's really nice. So the cape is good. As far as the neck joint goes, his neck doesn't move, of course, but his head moves around well enough. It's not great. Again, we've seen better things from Todd, but for a ball peg neck, this is pretty average. It's fine. For the shoulders, like I showed you, this moves around a lot for adjustment posing. That's fine, except you can't have the shoulders up and the arms down. So it'll be fine for everything but that. Otherwise, it'll be okay. All right, so... yeah, that's fine. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed, thick elbows. They're actually better elbows than they've done in the past, which is funny. They had to make these thick joints in order to make them look better, which is not great. And they're discolored from the rest of the figure, but they're there and you have good range. And then these crazy wrists. These crazy wrists have decent range on them if you want to do that. That's how I would pose him also. This is how I would pose my Superman getting ready to fight. Anyway, the wrists work. Alright, for the torso, he can lean back pretty well. That's good. That's good for flying. Can he lean forward? Nope. Can he lean to the side? A little bit. I like how they sculpted their abs so soft that this could easily be the back. It looks like the spine. Oh, man. Goofy company. Alright, so yeah. Rotation is fine. Diaper is a soft piece. It's well sculpted. It's not too big or anything, so that's good. I'm guessing it'll get in the way plenty if you don't stretch it. And I'm not going to force it. That's as far as it goes comfortably. You can probably stretch it, but you risk getting a big white line on it. So do that at your own risk. It is well sculpted throughout, though. They did a good job with that. There's enough plastic butt cheek in here on the blue that it's a nice round sculpt. So that's all right. Going out to the side works pretty well. That's good. That's really nice. Thigh swivel is okay. I mean, it's there. It has basically no range, so it's not really okay, I guess. Double jointed knees, ugly, funky knees. And decent range, decent proportioning. It's okay. If there's a boot swivel, it's stuck. So I'm guessing it's not actually a boot swivel. It's stuck on both sides. I'm guessing it's just a connection point because they didn't want to paint the red. That's my guess. Ankles, as you saw in the beginning, are super heavy ratchets. And so you have lots of range, but finding a nice balance is very, very difficult. So he may fall over quite a bit, but you do get that range. And then you get the ankle joint, or the toe joint, which is nice and stiff, surprisingly. And the only problem is they didn't continue the sole of the boot through the sculpt. But otherwise it's good, so that's nice. So his articulation, the cape is pretty darn good. The toe joint is pretty darn good. The rest is pretty darn average. I'm going to give it a 7. I'd give it a bonus point for the cape if it wasn't for the fact that the rest of the figure isn't actually anything special. It's just okay. So, yeah, it's just okay. It's the best one they've done, but it's just okay. I'll give it a cake rating. He has, 6. It's a weird sculpt. There's a big gap between the cheeks. That's a crevice underneath that red. Okay, so time for the final verdict on this guy. Is it the best standard Superman they've released? Yes. I think so. I think by a large margin. But is it a good Superman figure? No, it's just fine. I wouldn't pay any crazy amount of extra money for it. If it's like not easily available, you have to go to eBay. I wouldn't pay a bunch for this at all. It is just fine. It's still very plasticky. The articulation still doesn't work very well, and the sculpt is still pretty soft. So I will give it a 7 out of 10. It's perfectly acceptable, but in no way impressive. It is just okay and the best of a long line of bad releases. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that's it for me. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.